Hey everyone, happy Monday. Thanks for watching a Motivational Monday with Jay and my mom. We want to encourage you today that God remembers you. Just how God remembered Noah in Genesis chapter 8, God remembers you. My mom and I, we were just sitting here and we were reflecting on when I had brought up, actually, when I would get in trouble when I was younger because of my mouth. My mouth got me in a lot of trouble. And so my mom will put me in the room, and I don't know how long actually I will be on punishment for. It will be a long time. To me, we didn't have cell phones and a timer and clocks and stuff like that in our room. So I would sit in my room and I would honestly think that my mom forgot about me. And I would say, like, did she remember? Like, where is she? Did she leave? Or, and I would ask myself a lot of questions. But my mom would come in at a point of time and ask me, do you remember what you did? Do you remember, or what was the lesson that you learned? And so I say all that to say is that many times we feel like God has, forgotten about us because we're in maybe a dark place, or we're in a dark situation, or we're in a place where we feel alone. We're just like, God, I've asked you, I've prayed, I toiled, night and day to say, like, God, answer me. And God is like, just stay there, just remain still and know that I'm remembering you. Just how Noah built an ark. God told him, listen, this is what's going to happen. But God remembered Noah in the middle of the storm. So many times in life, we feel like God forgot me. God, this happened and that happened. But this is a reminder to let you know that God remembers you.
Yes, he does. He remembers you in every situation and in every circumstance. Because when you go through the circumstances, like my daughter just said, you have to remember what the consequences will be. The consequences will be that you will remember what happened, and you will remember what the truth is. The truth is that you can't do wrong and get by with it, because God is light and in him there is no darkness. So if there's any darkness in us, then that means that there's something wrong with us, and God has to remove the darkness. So in order for the darkness to be removed, he has to do something, and we have to remember he's with you. He's with you, helping you to go through. He was with Noah when Noah was continuously building the ark and putting things together. Maybe God wasn't speaking to him, but God remembered him, because first of all, Noah was faithful. So because Noah was faithful, he did what God told him to do. And we have to always know, as long as we're doing and walking towards the light and doing what God wants us to do, God will never forget us. Because true. God is truthful. Yeah. He's faithful in everything he tells us to do. So we have to remember that.
Yeah, that's true. And that's a good point. I like that you said that, was because many times when we're going through situations, tests and trials, we could make a list of different tests and trials that we've all been through, but we forget sometimes that God wants us to grow, and he wants us to wait. He wants us to endure. He wants us to persevere, because that's how we get stronger.
That's true.
When just thinking a simple thing as like exercising, when we're exercising, the muscles aren't going to appear suddenly.
That's true.
It takes time.
Amen.
And that's how it is spiritually. That's how it is in life. With our careers. It takes time for you to get into education and to get your degree. It takes time for you to grow spiritually. It takes time, even with Breakthrough Empowerment LLC. It's taken time. You know, every week when, you see Mondays with Jay, it takes time for me to meditate and to see, God, what do you have for me to encourage each and every one of you every Monday? So just know, whatever you're going through, it takes time, but God remembers you.
Yes,
and you have to remain faithful. Just as you said, remain faithful to the promises that God has for you. Don't compare yourself. Don't look to your left or to your right and to say, he or she has this and I don't have that. You're going to get there, but know that God remembers you in every situation.